Hola, hola, bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la Esperanza Pense. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. I'm starting off this video by just rubbing some olive oil into my hands and my skin because I love to do that while I'm in the kitchen. And I was inspired to do this voiceover video. I wonder if I can still get the sound of the actual video in there. Let me see. Yeah, it's working. I've never done this before with the voiceover, but I was inspired by Mack over at Midwest Magic Cleaning. His videos are so soothing to me. You should go check them out. It's just like he takes chaos and makes some sense out of it, and he has such a wonderful sense of humor while he's doing it. And so, I wanted to make some comfort food today. I had all this extra stuff in the fridge, especially this ham that needed to get used up. You saw that was Berkshire pork. I work at a farm, so I got the plug on some really good clean food. I mean, clean ham, that's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? But it is. And yeah, so I have this obsession with like snipping things with the scissors instead of chopping things with a knife, probably because I don't have a really good knife or a really good cutting board, or else I'd be all over it. So I started the snip method and I kind of like it. So for this recipe, I'm basically just making refrigerator soup, I guess I'll call it. This is ham and vegetables, and later on in the video there will be some like golden broth, golden chicken stock that I make. So yeah, what are some of the comfort foods that you've been getting into lately? You can't see behind the crock pot, but there's some powdered donuts back there. I thought they were apple cider donuts. That would really excite me, actually. I like apple cider donuts. I'm not that much of a sweet person, though. I'm really more... I like salty, meaty things. So here comes some more of that meat. So I already had the crock pot on high heat for probably about 20 minutes before I started. And then, as you saw at the beginning of the video, I drizzled a little bit of olive oil on the bottom, and now I'm snipping the meat into there, just in some, little soup-sized chunks. It's a country soup, so, I mean, we don't need to have everything the same size, but it's good to have things similar size so that they cook evenly. But yeah, I just love to make crock pot food, comfort food. We've had a drop in temperature recently, and like I said, I have all these extra vegetables that need to be used up. You can see celery, Swiss chard, leeks, parsley, carrots. Here's some leeks. That one's pretty clean because I already used some of it, but the one in front has some mud inside of those leaves, so I'm just going to take it back and wash. Do y'all cook with leeks very often? I love leeks. I first learned about leeks making a potato leek soup back in the day. It involved tarragon. Maybe I learned about it when I was in college. So now I'm just snipping these leeks up using the snip method. I made a really, oh my gosh, amazing dip with leeks and Swiss chard. There's a short video if you want to check it out on my channel. See that dirt in there? Yeah, so when you get leeks from the farm, you gotta go ahead and run them under some hot water. I run most of my vegetables under hot water, to be honest, if I'm gonna be making a soup or even using them in dips, because you can blanch them that way. Personally, I like my vegetables just to be a little bit cooked. Like, for example, if I'm having broccoli or cauliflower or something with a dip, I want my vegetables to be blanched in that hot water. So a lot of times when I'm rinsing in the sink, I just turn the water to the hottest degree and go for it. And I suppose you could be, rinsing away a little. I don't know if you're rinsing away any nutrients by doing that. I doubt it, not much. So yeah, that's how I like to do it. Yeah, I don't think we talk enough about blanching. People really like to eat their raw vegetables, but I really like to eat mine cooked, at least a little bit. I like my vegetables still be a little bit crunchy, but yeah, I definitely love running them under some hot water or just like quickly steaming them. Works for me. What's your favorite vegetables and what vegetables are in season where you're at? Oh, here I come with a little bit of fresh pepper. Fresh pepper. And I'm just stirring those leeks in with that ham that's already in there. And yeah, I'll probably put the top on there and just let everything sort of steam out. And I'm putting the vegetables in order of how I want the aromas to infuse into and throughout that ham. I also want the ham to sear just a little bit on the bottom of the crock pot and kind of caramelize those leeks a little bit. I mean, the leeks won't caramelize, but they'll start to run a little bit clear, kind of like an onion. And here comes the celery that I'm on the struggle bus with this knife because like I say, I don't really have, I think my big knife is in the sink right now, and I'm just like, I think I would rather do the struggle bus with this, and this little fillet knife that's meant for fish. I'm gonna cut some celery with it. Now this celery has a really strong flavor, okay, because this was grown organically out at the farm, and I use the leaves and I use the stalks, and it's delicious. And so yeah, I'll be adding that into the soup. I guess celery is really good for you. Oh wow, so I just ate some of the soup and I served it with a ciabatta bread drizzled with some olive oil, and I put some cheese on there. Oh, that celery right there, I think I'm about to show you. But when I use up my vegetables, I don't always cut them down to the quick. I save the bottoms of them, and I save a couple carrots sometimes two, or parts of them, so that the next time I have a rotisserie chicken hanging out or a ham bone. I actually had a ham bone here, but I decided to use this soup like this and not cook the ham bone down because I just didn't want to spend the time to make the bone broth prior to making the soup. I just wanted to jump right into making the soup, so I used the chicken broth. But I do have ham hock here I could boil down next time I'm going to make a ham-based soup. But here I go with the carrots. Those are from the farm. I work at a really beautiful organic farm. Yeah, in my hometown. And yeah, I have no idea how Mac does these videos. How do you do these videos? How do you talk for like 20 minutes straight without anything to kind of like really watch or focus on? I usually read tarot cards. You can check out my other channel, Esperanza Bense Tarot. I read a 3 to 5, 6 card pull every Monday through Friday, and I read for the new moon and full moon. And on this channel I do whatever I want. Cooking, magic, like I think everything is magic really. Words are magic, thoughts are magic, love is magic, and food is definitely magic. So I love food, I love gardening, I love music, and the more I can combine all of those efforts, I try to. I just thought that a video like this could be soothing, you know, because a lot of videos, I don't know about YouTube, I don't know, they might put commercials on, I know they put commercials on some of my videos, even though I don't, my channel is not monetized, and I don't know how to control that. But for me, sometimes I just want to watch like a cooking video, or I just want to watch something just like easy, soothing, and to me there's nothing more soothing ever than watching somebody cook. Like, I have a friend, Lucy, she loves to cook. I literally, well, any of my friends that love to cook, they know already, I stand over their shoulder. Like, you know, if somebody's on the Blackstone, I'm over their shoulder looking at what they're doing. What's their technique? When are they going to drizzle the oil, you know? How do they chop their vegetables? When did they use the Ninja, you know, food processor? And I love the smells of food. I love this soup right here that we're watching getting cooked right now. Today is tomorrow. I am back from the future right now, and I'll tell you, the soup is fire. This is like probably top 5 of my life. One of the best soups I ever made was a carrot soup when I was sick. I was in France, actually. I was living there at the time. I must have been about 23, 24. And I made this kind of spicy carrot soup when I was sick, and I still have the recipe written down in my handwriting somewhere. And that was a really good soup. And then I make a pretty banging chicken vegetable soup. That's a standard around here. I almost always have chicken vegetable soup. So this corn came from a different farm, local and yummy. It's a very famous farm. Yum yum. They're known for their corn, and they do like a corn maze and a pumpkin patch. It's a beautiful, like, kind of destination. And so I'm just adding all of that in, and I completely forgot that I had garlic, or I completely forgot about the garlic, but at the end I think I remember. And I'll put it in there. But yeah, as the summer winds down, what have your What have your days been looking like? Are your chores kind of ramping up, trying to get everything done and canned and put up for the winter? We had a cold spell here. That's why I kind of got in a soup mood. We have a little bit of a cold spell. Today was gorgeous. I took a nice walk around the neighborhood today, and there's big puffy clouds. Some of them look gray, but it's pretty nice out. Easy breezy day for sure. Isn't that Swiss chard gorgeous? Oh, the color. This time of year is kind of like back to school season, and I honestly just got a really nostalgic feeling looking at that Swiss chard. It reminded me of my friend Kiki from when I was little. Shout out Kiki. Oh my goodness, she was a soulmate of mine. We would sing. She's classically trained and she does musical therapy. Last I knew, she lived in Edinburgh. And shout out Edinburgh. I have a friend who's not far from there as well. And oh, here comes the garlic. Yeah, Kiki and I, this time of year, this was back to school season, so I guess I met her when I first started school away from home, and, we would just run in the fields, and when the air starts to get crisp like this, I start to miss that, and running in the cornfields, and we were feral. We were completely feral. We would run down to the lake. We would run down to the little corner store by the lake, and make videos like we were movie stars. And look at me, I still like making videos, huh? So that garlic came from the garlic harvest. You can there's our veggies that we can use in the next round of stock. Some parsley. Oh yeah, I remembered that I had parsley, so I cut off the stems and put it there, and now I'm just gonna sniff some parsley into the soup and put the rest in my little stock container. I love to buy, I'm sorry, but I love to buy the pre-made rotisserie chickens. That's what came in there. Because I'm sorry, they are so good. They are so good. So, I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, I mean, I try to be as clean and organic and everything as I can, but sometimes I just want to eat what I want to eat, and the price is right, but yeah, I figure we do the best we can, right? But this garlic came from the garlic harvest. You can see the video here on this channel. Search garlic harvest with a grateful gardener. She is an amazing person who has a small farm, and we both work on a bigger farm together. And so we did a garlic harvest. This is some of the garlic from that. So I generally like to peel my garlic, cut off one of the ends, kind of smash it between my fingers a little bit, and then let it sit and oxidize for at least 10 or 15 minutes before I actually add it to my recipe. Here's that beautiful golden broth that I speak of. I save the skin, the bones. You know, I like I said, I don't really worry when I have a rotisserie chicken or vegetables. I don't really worry about cutting it down to the quick. I take the parts that I want and I boil down the rest, and it becomes this lovely gelatinous golden nectar, basically. Okay, so that was our soup, and now here's the part where I'm gonna put that in there. And I was cooking some sweet corn already because I had to have a snack. I was so hungry. So I take the sweet corn water and I'm gonna slosh it around in that jar, and it's sort of hot, so I'll get all that good fat out of there. Oop. In we go. So once you have everything in there, just cook it for about 2-3 hours. Okay, and there you go. Now you have a fridge soup that's a country ham and vegetable soup. Thank you for being here. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.